All right, yes. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us this morning. My name is Sean Elliott. I've been a proud and longtime member of the Spurs family since 1989. And
Was I born
yet? I don't think you were. Throughout the years as a player and an analyst, obviously I've seen and been a part of a lot of exciting times, and it just seems to get better and better. We have back-to-back Rookie of the Years. It's been very impressive. We have the number 2 pick in the draft coming up shortly. And I'm just proud and honored to be here and share another exciting moment with you all today. So to get started, I'd love to welcome to the mic our Spurs managing partner, Peter J. Holt, to share why we're here today. Thank you, Peter.
Good morning, Sean. I was born and I was your biggest fan at 3 years old. Frank got the joke. Thanks, Frank. Good morning, everybody. Excited to be here. This is a really important moment for the Spurs for a lot of reasons, but the biggest is we're in a transformative period in our living legacy. And as you'll learn more about the partnership we're going to announce today, I think you'll see the themes. Today we get to show off an exciting moment where two really impactful, progressive, transformative, forward-thinking companies get to come together and share the future. The Spurs name is global in nature. We've had one of the largest integrations and engagements with global players, global fan bases, global companies, and today is a step that reinforces that and pushes us even further. We've connected across cultures and united thousands of fans across the globe through a shared love of the game of basketball and the values that the Spurs organization stands for. The passion for international growth and connection with global audiences is what brought us to the 2025 NBA Paris Games earlier this year, which was very, very special. Not only did we get the honor of interacting with thousands of French fans, but we got the chance to make a unique and impactful connection with a new partner. That brings me to today and this exciting moment. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, coming to us all the way from Paris, France, I am honored and pretty pumped to introduce Ledger, the newest partner of the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs and Ledger. We're excited to have Ledger on board with us for the next generation of basketball and the next generation of Spurs success and excellence. To tell you more about Ledger's journey in the Spurs, let me introduce Pascal to come up and share their exciting journey and some of why they're excited and we are excited to partner together. Pascal? Appreciate you. Appreciate you too.
Hello, everybody. How are you? Who's got crypto? Who's got a ledger? See, we have work to do. Usually I present to crowds that are crypto maniacs, and so everybody raised their hand when I ask who has crypto. Everybody raised their hand when I ask who's got a ledger. But this is exactly why we're here, because Ledger has to do more. Ledger has to educate. Ledger has to, show that we exist, and this partnership is the best thing that we found anywhere in the world to actually do that. I'll tell you about Ledger in a second, but why we're here is to educate around crypto, educate around security, and educate around what's good in crypto and security for the people, for the companies that want to use crypto, so they're safe and they can enter into this new world of opportunities in a safe manner. Ledger is a French company. We're headquartered in Paris. We have 650 employees. We protect more than 20% of all cryptocurrency in the world and growing. We sold 8 million of the devices that you've seen on screen. We support more than 100 financial institutions, and we are a fast-growing business. Our business is not speculation. We don't speculate on crypto. Our business is security. We believe that whether you're in crypto or not, you have online secrets, and those online secrets need security. And you need to upgrade your security to protect your online secrets. And you know why? Because you're under attack every day. There are hackers that are after your money, that are after your secrets, after your identity. We want to be your first level of protection. We want to develop security technologies so you can be safe and you can have peace of mind and go about your internet journey safe and in peace. So that's what we do. When I was presented with the Spurs opportunity, for me, it was coming from the Michael Jordan era. I was a big Michael Jordan fan. I love the NBA. I love basketball. And when the Spurs knocked at our door, I guess it's the only file that I open. I say no to pretty much any other sports sponsorship. And I open the file here. Why? Because of Tony Parker, because of Victor Wembanyama. And, for me as a Frenchman, growing with Michael Jordan, to see Tony Parker, a Frenchman, and Victor also succeeding here in that fashion, is a wonder to see. I never thought it would be possible, and yet you have TP coming here and with the team and with the Spurs winning all these rings. That was fantastic to see. And so for me, the Spurs always had like this special taste, feeling to it. Like, it's almost like friends, It's in San Antonio, Texas, but it feels like France. And so it has this wonderful bridge between the two cultures. TP left a message for me earlier and saying exactly the same thing. He has two homes, San Antonio and Paris. My home is Paris. Actually, I was born and raised in Paris. I feel that my second home is going to become San Antonio. And so I'm so thrilled to be here. And, one of the reasons, the first reason was the French players, but then the values. When you do a deal, you have to align on values, because this is the most important thing. If the values are not aligned, you just walk away from the deal. And to summarize the values that were presented by RC and the team, you're pounding the rock. That's what you guys do here. And this is what a security team does. We pound the rock and we make sure that you secure every day. And it's about we go to practice, we repeat, and we try to be the West, and we always need to win. We try to win because we win against those that are trying to hack you. And so as soon as I saw that we're aligned on values, for me the deal was half done. And then I saw that even the colors would match, black and white, black and white. What are the odds? You have the French player, the values, the colors, and then sort of everything else, because the Spurs is a very international team with international players, but everybody knows the Spurs. I mean, outside of San Antonio, outside of the US, everywhere you look at, everybody knows the Spurs. And that's good for us because we have a global business. Everybody in crypto knows Ledger everywhere in the world, and so we need this brand association with the Spurs to even do better in our game and help the Spurs do better in theirs. So I'm thrilled to be here. And trust me, this is the one kind of a deal, for us, because we were not looking for sponsorship like this, but we got convinced actually very quickly that this was the right one. And I will leave you with this, and I think after me somebody else talks, but I don't know who. I think maybe Harry. We'll see. So I texted Emmanuel Macron, our French president, to tell him about the opportunity and to show him like the jersey with the logo. And he replied to me, "That's badass."
Thank you, Pascal, for introducing us to Ledger and the cutting-edge work that you're doing in the digital asset industry. Congratulations to you and your team on this new partnership, and bienvenue à San Antonio, and merci beaucoup. That's about the only French I know, just trying to show off there. Next, I'd like to invite the man who really worked really hard behind the scenes to make this whole thing happen, our CEO of Spurs Sports and Entertainment, R.C. Buford.
Bonjour. An exciting day. A partnership like this is so unique. Victor wants to be the most unique basketball player in our game, and I think we're well on our way to building that relationship with Ledger and a French San Antonio partnership and family relationship, and we're excited for that. I'd like to thank our partnership team, Frank Maselli, our Chief Commercial Officer, your Ledger team, Ariel, thank you to all of you. A lot of people worked incredibly hard throughout our organization to create an environment, but also to create the future of how we can build together. And we're excited for this time. As we've gotten to know about digital security and the values alignment, it was clear from us when we sat together how much we had in common, how much we had the opportunity to really change the world in places. Basketball, our team, the fastest growing game in international sport, and our opportunity to grow that. Our international brand is a part of our legacy. And with all of our French players, with our players from 28 countries across the world, we're excited to carry Ledger's brand forward. And it's quite an honor to wear such an innovative company and such a unique mindset that we carry on our jersey, right over our hearts. We need some help on defense, and we're going to rest on Ledger to help us get better defensively. I want to see our Ledger jersey on the next Defensive Player of the Year award. I'd like to also emphasize the alignment across communities and impact. Ledger has been important throughout digital education, STEM education, real opportunities for us to help grow our communities across San Antonio, Austin, to Mexico, the fastest growing region in North America and around the world. And we're excited to see where we can take our efforts across youth sports, our Play Paris initiatives, our Play SA, our Play ATX initiatives, as well as the ability to take digital education and really start enhancing the value and the value creation that we can do together. We're really excited for this, and we just can't thank you all enough, to the teams who helped us bring this together, to all of our teams that will carry this forward. You've got to first teach our players how to be secure. Then we'll work forward from there. So welcome to the Spurs family, and we're excited to build the bridge from Paris to our communities and beyond.
Thank you, R.C. I'd now like to welcome Ariel Wingroff, Chief Marketing Officer of Ledger, to say a few words. Ariel?
Thank you. Hello, everyone here in San Antonio. It's a thrill to be here. We are incredibly excited about this partnership. I mean, what was already said, thank you everyone here, thank you to everyone who participated in making this come to life. As it's been said, you know, we're in this once in a generation digitization of all value. And that means that it's an incredibly transformative period for young people and people around Texas and the world to better understand how to secure their assets, their value, and have a new intergenerational chance at participating in this growing global economy. Ledger has the third largest education platform for digital asset education called Ledger Academy. And as it was mentioned, we really believe, you know, with the fact that San Antonio and Texas has actually the largest per capita amount of college students with 1.6 million here in Texas. And in addition to that, in the NBA, 1 out of 3 fans are crypto curious, and 1 out of 2 people in the US are likely to have Bitcoin by the end of 2026. This means that people are going to be looking at the role models that they look up to, at how to be secure, how to participate, and how to have a chance in this future. And so we really believe that the Spurs are the partners here in San Antonio and in Austin, as it was mentioned, to be the leader on that, not to believe that anyone doesn't have a chance. And Spurs have some of the best fans in the world. We know that crypto fans ride up or down. It's not always about whether you win, it's how you play the game. We believe that we're partnering with people that are going to play the game with integrity, that lead with values where you don't lead your fans astray, and you bring them along for the ride. And we're in for a long ride at Ledger. We just celebrated our 10th year, and we know it's going to be 100 more. We're excited for that innovation here, and we couldn't be more thrilled for this partnership. So thank you to the teams that brought it together. Thank you for the chance. Elliot, Sean, everybody that's already been mentioned. Now, let's get to work. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Ariel. Thank you for your words. It's been an exciting time for the Spurs as we bring Ledger on board to help us drive the future forward and lock into the next generation of success and strength. And we're looking forward to viewing that patch on the jerseys, and that's just a few weeks away. We have Summer League just around the corner, so you're going to get a chance to see those patches for sure. But for now, we want to close out this occasion with a little sneak preview. Sporting the brand new Spurs jersey patches are a few of our guys. They're here today, and they're looking extremely sharp. Can you welcome, please, Harrison Barnes and Keldon Johnson. You guys stay in shape, don't you? Thank you all. This concludes our ceremony. Another round of applause for the Spurs Sports Entertainment, Pascal, Ariel, Mr. 100%, and Keldon Johnson.